Hello, this is Vulturefire, and in real world time, or present day time for Vulturefire, it is currently the day that this patch is officially launched publicly. So that is October 25th of 2022. That means that I also finally scheduled all of my daily videos that I've been recording in beta, and I'm aware then that this is going to be coming out on December 29th, so it is over 2 months since I recorded this. You are watching this, assuming you're watching it even the day that this releases. So this run, I wanted to use Zhibo's Fiery Recovery deck. So this is a deck that I tried a long time ago in the beta, back when Solar Amplification was still when Strength of the Sun was still the card that doubled the effectiveness of spells. Looking at this list, I kind of want to try swapping this Incan Ritual out for a spell strike, because I played this list once just to test it. And I'm kind of inclined towards doing that, I think, a little bit. I think being able to force the reshuffle is good. And I found the Incan Ritual wasn't that important for this specific build, although I'm not totally certain that's correct. I think that's what I'm going to do, but I'm not certain if it's correct. Aside from that, I think I'm going to leave it as is. And then, honestly, none of this really matters a ton. I have so much money that it just doesn't matter. But anyway, so Zhibo was able to beat S6 with this apparently, but I am lazy, so I'm not going to. We'll take the reroll. No point taking extra card reward, I think. Take that. Sure, extra. Like I said, I have plenty of money. It's not a concern. I don't want to deal with Hunt. This deck feels pretty bad into Hunt. White Flame also feels kind of a problem, but I'm sure it's fine. So I don't know how much the areas matter here. I think the main thing here is that I want artillery if I can get it. Endurance can be a little annoying, but it's easily manageable because Nayema. All right, taking mana cards still. Just kind of my default here. Emptiness is active, so these are just worthless. So with that in mind, that at least will strip away evasion potentially. So last time I did this, I said I'd done this once, but last time I got Strong Tea as the very first item, and Strong Tea is obviously incredibly good with an exhaustion deck. So we'll see how not having that affects my ability to clear out fights. I think we're going to go here. I think we can deal with the idle fight. The ice can be annoying, but I think overall this deck is usually pretty good at dealing with ice. I do want to draw cards here, which means changing stances. At minimum, doing that is nice, because it means that I now have more exhaustions. And you can see, this was partially, we would have had the skill here if it wasn't for the, it would have been 16 base damage, which is, I guess we still wouldn't have the skill, but we'd be a lot closer if it wasn't for the Fortress from Endurance. But obviously, still not a bad turn. Just not an amazing turn either. Plan is to spend those two on... Just kidding, we don't need to. Infested Rites is actually very reasonable for this deck. So is Astral Focus. I think we'll take the Infested Rites. So the thing is, Fiery Recovery is an AoE card, which means that we can pretty safely take enemy summon cards. And in fact, there is also whatever that thing is in this list. Swap. I think we want... I'm basically just deciding if we want to Starfall or not. I think we don't. I think we want Starlight Reflection. We can do that. Although we only have one exhaustion there, but we can get some more because we have a card draw trinket right off the bat because we got really lucky. And so now we do have 2 exhaustions to draw into. Oh, we didn't even need to do that because, of course, we had that. Honestly, we mostly want more exhaustion generation, which is why artillery is going to do good work for us. That's useless to us. That's bad. That's technically something. We do it. It does work with the cursed apple, technically. Oh man, we can get the... we don't even need this summon, but we're going to get it, because we can. Once again, we're starting in 3 for 3 on starting in Moon Stance, which is a little unfortunate. It's because Moon Stance doesn't do a ton for us. And this isn't even going to draw us into anything particularly valuable, which is unfortunate. It's not worth doing this. The nice thing is we will be able to start in... we will be able to be in Sun Stance next turn. So we'll be able to draw into Fiery Recovery. And of course we don't need to because we have that. Do that to forcibly draw 1 immediately. Get that extra bonus damage, and there we go. That's not worthwhile even with the whatchamacallit. That can be useful. This is also exhaustion generation, but I think Celestial Vision does enough for us that we would rather have it. Alright. Yeah, we can safely do that here. Although we are going to need to get actual exhaustion generation. But that's what that's for. I don't think we actually want to draw into whatever the other thing yet. Let's do this. Alright, cool. We're gonna get this kill. Oh, wait, just kidding. Just kidding about you. Oh, no! Messed up. It's fine. This seems okay. I don't think we want the second. I don't think we want a third one of those right now. We absolutely would take a mana ritual. Definitely over the systems overload. We really wish we had the old version of Frenzied Rage. That'd be very useful for us, but unfortunately, Frenzied Rage no longer does what it used to do. It used to shuffle in exhaustions into your deck, and that's just not what it does anymore. Sorry, I was distracted by things. So I think play here, so we're going to do that. I don't really want to draw into a charged Shrivel, so we're going to force the shuffle. It's not really what I was looking to draw into either, but we can do it. Unfortunately, the shocks wouldn't go through because of that one thing. So, regrettably, we have to let spawn happen. But once again, we do have AoE things, so that helps. Losing the mana boost is annoying, but obviously not really backbreaking. So we can force a reshuffle, which I don't hate doing. Should just go and get this stuff out. Should have done that sooner, but. And things also get a lot better once we can, once we've upgraded our fiery recoveries, because then they will do way more damage. So this seems slow right now. It is, but it's going to get faster, I promise. And we can salt. Goodbye. That's not worth it. That's not very good. I'm not totally sold on heroic recovery, but like I said, last time I had strong T, which massively changed things, because I could just naturally draw cards with whatever. Okay, we obviously are going to upgrade higher recovery. I could see an argument for getting the Celestial Vision here. I don't know that it's that valuable to us overall. You also know you're forgetting like the mana jolt. I think that is the cut that makes the most sense. I think we do want to kind of cut cards. All right. The main disadvantage of the mana jolt is it makes it much harder for us to Lunar Whispers, but I think that's fine. We absolutely want to draw that. Thinking through how we are going to make this all work. Especially in terms of like getting mana going. Because we kind of have two main things we need to get rolling. One of them is mana and the other is like exhaustions. This is what I was saying, like, artillery is going to help us a lot, which we're going to pick up after this fight, because artillery just creates exhaustions in hand, and Nayema has plenty of hand space, which is going to help. That dispel is still super annoying, but it's not that big a deal, honestly. It's just annoying. This would result in us unsummoning whatever, which would be unfortunate, so we're not going to do it. I don't think I want to play that, because I do think I want to draw into stuff next turn. That's really annoying. Hey, Lamau. Losing the mana is annoying, but to some extent we just kind of won there. All right, we do want to just draw cards, but we don't have the wits for it. But we can do that as a workaround. And for bonus value, we get just so much card draw here. And then I think we are just going to Starlit Reflection and go into Sunstance, and this is worth it, I think, because we'll be able to get back the mana we need by playing that. And so we can get this kill. All right. That worked out nicely. Yeah, we're absolutely going to force this artillery here. That is great, because we often are going to have full hands, especially with stuff. And then gonna go here, I think, right? Sorry, I'm distracted again by Discord as usual. Okay, so this fight can be annoying, but I don't think it's gonna be a huge deal, and you know, we've got to get these outer rewards, even if we literally do not have an idea of. Well, there are a lot of things that would be good for us. So, so one note here is that this draws us. Yeah, this can draw us artillery now, which is fun. All right, so forcing that shuffle out is nice. We can just immediately redraw artillery, which isn't necessarily actually what I want to do. Although, just trying to think through how much damage is that doing. That's a decent amount. Yeah, let's go ahead and play out one of these. Let's do it again. Let's do that. Let's get all of the cannons out. And now we can just work on finishing off Dorkums. And so we can get these down to free by just playing another card. Boom. Ta-da! And yeah, so that was kind of a showcase of how artillery makes this deck so much stronger. Hunt is good. I think we'll just take Astral Focus. Yeah, obviously another right here, you just get like a ton of sturdy there. So we would draw into that read the skies, which doesn't do that much for us. Let me just take you off the board. May as well play that. All right, taking a little bit of damage here, but we have a heal available to us, so naturally we get both stones. We do have heroic recovery, which allows us to transform the stones if we drew them, but in this case we didn't. We do want that top part of our deck right now. I think we're just going to do this to get it. Okay. What's the new top card? Astral Focus? Sure, we'll draw that. We're going to do that. Top part of the deck is now read the skies. So this will, yeah. Oh, there we go. And I like having more ways to draw into our spells. Voidhardened Skin isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but I think more ways to draw into our spells is important, especially now that we have 3 of them. And it's another reason to upgrade that one thing. Let's see. Yeah, I do want to actually draw into this. Top part of the deck is read the skies, which isn't particularly useful to us right now. But now it is, because now it could draw us into a fiery exhaustion. Oh, but we won't actually be able to, well, no, we will, because not the best turn one, but could have been a lot worse. Playing that seems okay. All right. I am actually going to Lunar Whispers here. Doop. Which means that now I can get mana out of these. Because I can beseech. I don't actually know how many more exhaustions are left in the draw pile. Some number. So that will... Oh man, interesting. So because we didn't actually... There we go. Because we didn't actually hit it for damage, we just broke its shield. Apparently that wasn't enough to trip the summon. Because it summons when it hits whatever. When you hit its health for the first time. But we managed to hit it for exactly enough damage to anyway. These are a lot worse into that one thing. Just go for that. Bonk. Okay. I don't hate expansion. We don't ever really want it to transform, but that's fine. I don't know why demonic power is in this list, honestly. This feels like a list where demonic power does basically nothing, because the powerful is only... Like, we don't get extra... Like, the powerful does attack per exhaustion. It's just like a flat number at the end. I'd have to ask Zhibo about that. I guess part of it is like, you don't have that many other cards, but like Mana Cycle I think would be good. I don't know if Mana Cycle is at the pool. I would take the expansion. It's not terrible. Duplicitome obviously is always great. And then upgrading the fire recovery is priority number 1. I think we do cut one of the overcharges because, as I said, they're kind of awkward right now. It can be hard for us to actually apply enough status. And then we're just going to try and take a bunch of events here, which means going through like that. My flame could deal damage to us, but not hugely concerned about that. There we go. That's the one I want to play first. And then what if we just got all the mana? So we would like to create more exhaustions. But our only way to really do that is with artillery, which we don't have a way to really get back to easily. Or at least, no, we don't have a way to get, I guess this actually puts us in a good position. Let's do this, because then we only eat 1 artillery proc out of that. Or 1 white flame. 2 white flame procs, and we get the third one free, basically. And then I do want to get artillery back. Alright, we don't have any space in hand to duplicitome, unfortunately. But I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah. Should use the, whatever. Overthink is very good. Take the event. That's not that useful. That's okay, I guess. I don't want to waste a reroll here. We'll probably take the mana out of this. And then from this, I don't even know what we take. I guess this will give us a way to get rid of the Charred Slash. It's on top of the deck. Oh, yeah, I absolutely want to draw that. Go and do that. And we need more space in hand. Stop the deck now. I do want to draw that as well. We have enough space in hand for this, so let's go for it. How many exhaustions are in the, just the 1? All right. All right. I guess we can just go ahead and play out one of these. I don't need to actually min-max quite that hard. And honestly, I'm pretty sure we have turbo overkill here anyway. Blur of Speed is good. Masquerade Mask, I don't really have any ways to actually leverage that right now. This is very good, but like I already like basically all of our things. It might actually be better than Summoning Remote, but like we can't just give up on the Summoning Remote. Either Mantle though would make Overcharge better. I think that's worth it. Oh, I didn't close the thing that was making noise. There we go. All right. Let's see. Sequencing this all wrong. It's fine. But yeah, the forgot about that part of emptiness messing with us. So we can force the redraw, the shuffle. Problem is, like, that is the card that I actually want. Yeah, I guess I just have to give that up. We do fortunately get a lot of mana out of this, though. Could have gotten one more if I had been thinking. Let's go and just copy these, because there's no way that we don't have lethal here. Celestial Vision still is not bad, but I think I would like to have more mana. Because especially with the strengths and such we have, I think mana is the biggest stumbling block. Type Pro deck is Spell Scry, which I'm happy to see. And yeah, we could use this to get play whatever and loop it back, which is not the most useful thing, but it's not useless. Yeah, one of the awkward things with artillery is that it does fill up our hand space with these cannon blasts we have to play out, which, I mean, it's not like we're sad to play them, but we do have to play them. Well, that's a way to get around that. Right. So drawing one more card will get us mana, which is good to know. It's ironic that, like, the cannon blasts are the part of whatever that we are that is the junk to us, because obviously in a normal situation you are playing it for that other thing. Let me do that. It's a pretty arguable play there. But, like, I don't know what else I play. Because, I mean, this is what we actually want to play out. It should do. Oh, we didn't have any more to draw. I thought we did. Oh, that's awkward. But it's fine. We did like 300 damage on turn one, which is certainly not anything to complain about. All right, let's... Oh, this doesn't actually matter because I'm just mostly doing this to swap stances. Because I want to Starfall the expansion. I could Starfall it again. Actually doesn't sound terrible. This will, playing this again will transform it, but I don't think that's actually bad for us. Although our mana situation here is pretty abysmal. Next turn we should be okay. I do like having, we do have plenty of growth, and yeah, I think even through the Dispel we're still at +8 mana per turn, which is pretty good. quite happy with that, I would say. Right, we do want to do that, obviously. I guess we may as well play this out. Sure. Boop. That seems good. Seems better than the other options, at least. That's not that useful to us. This is not none of that, I think. And we upgrade the artillery, because that's kind of what we're here to do, is artillery. I think we sit with what we've got for the moment. And we're just going to go up to that. We're not giving them our thriving green flower. It's the green ones. Accuse needs to go, but it's actually not a huge problem to have it in the draw pile. Because it does at least remove itself. And it's free draw. So, not a terrible spell to draw into. Give me a second. Alright. We can also copy this using Starlit Reflection, which is pretty good. Sorry, buddy, but I think you are about to get stomped. Oh, and we didn't get the copy because, of course, we didn't have space for it. But we can Starfall. Hey, got kind of lucky on that crit because otherwise I absolutely would have messed up. I would have had messed up and we would have been short on damage slightly. This would be better if we weren't continuously just like full-handed. I still don't hate more increasing vigilance just because I guess this is okay, turn one. Worst case scenario, I guess we just like play it to drop it out of the hand. It's better than the other options. Null Shield has the advantage of like, it's a whatever cards, which is like, but we shuffle our deck so often that we end up drawing it anyway, so we don't even get that advantage. I realize I'm being just incredibly good. Oh man, I didn't realize this draws you 3 exhaustions. That'd be better if we had an abundance of extra exhaustions, but I don't feel like that's where we're at. Really what I wish is that Strenuous Focus Plus was like 8 mana and gave us 2 exhaustions. Or same deal with Overcharge. Spellscrap Plus is pretty good. This fight is probably going to take us just a couple turns. I don't see this being a one-turn fight. I could be pleasantly surprised, but I would like to be pleasantly surprised always, but that's just not where I think this is going to end up being. I'm going to Starfall into that, as odd as that may seem. Maybe I should have Midnight Reflection that just for the extra draw. Do that. We can Sots. Yeah, we don't have any more to draw into. We can forcibly redraw artillery here. But really what I want to do is force a shuffle, which I don't think I can do right now. kind of afraid that we were just going to hand out a ton of white flame. Because that's how we end up taking damage. Although we can Lunar Whispers here. Bonk. We won't get the Astral Alignment out of this, but we can Lunar Armor, which seems okay. And then this one we can get a little bit of mana out. Yeah. Yeah, White Flame is annoying, but we get some damage out. Obviously not a fan of that. That, in this case, being the exhaustion, but... Not the exhaustion, the fatigue, but... What are you going to do? Answer, add White Flame to the enemy, because bad decision making. So we could barrage with artillery, or we can just do this for the big hit, which I think is the better play. Yeah, the fatigue messed us up. Fortunately, we also have higher than normal whatever. Higher than normal whatever. I'm just super eloquent. Put that out. Okay. And we are once again in a position to Lunar Whispers, which gives us, fortunately, some mana. It's just nowhere near enough damage. We do have that 2 evasion still, but... My thought process here right now is kind of copying this doesn't help us. I should have seen what we were going to be able to run into, although Spectral Focus is a pretty good draw. And we actually can Lunar Whispers again. And now we've gotten through that. Okay. Which now means that we can play whatever to draw into actual useful things. Although... I hope for so much more. Like, obviously this fight isn't going terribly, but it could be going better. That's pretty awful. Top card of the deck is useful, which means Starfall is good. Although, no, we're not. Actually, we don't even need a Starfall here. Because what we're going to do is that. I think we just are going all in on recovery. So Solar Amplification is a card that doesn't actually exist, by the way. It was removed from the game, obviously. That's not good for us, I think. That's not amazing. I'll just pitch all of this again. Upgrading Twinning Ritual isn't bad. What else do I kind of like upgrading? Upgrading mana is still not terrible. Upgrading the other spell scribe is not bad. Do we ever draw I don't know if we ever drew multiform focus in that entire fight. It's actually not bad because it gives us more mana boost. I think that's maybe better than summoning remote, actually. Like, that's basically doing nothing for us. Maybe cut the shut queues. Nah. Who does stuff? It's a card that has text. I may cut increasing visions. I don't know if we actually need it. I don't know if we need it and the two. I don't know. Maybe we do. It's so hard to say. I'm so bad at making decisions. I'm going to choose not to make any. Astro Focus is a little awkward. It's not bad, but it's a little awkward. Alright, we're going to take a whole bunch of events on the way up. Start here. Yeah, go through it there. Go through it there, and then, yeah, take that. Sure, that's a plan. Plan adjacent at minimum. Checking something. So we can easily swap through. We actually do this. So the question is, I think duplicating those makes sense. So this would then shuffle the draw pile, which we do want to do, but not quite yet. And now expansions on top of the deck, of course. Now we have to make space in hand. I guess the argument with multiform focus is that, like, we are holding all the stance swaps even if we don't necessarily want them. Stuff happening. I could play this, but it draws even more cards, which is not super great for us right now. But mostly did that because I wanted to play this. Okay. I guess we can do this and just immediately just like do the full loop. Draw one whole card by playing whatever. Now we should be good. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that still. I was hoping that because, like, reroll into a slower amplification, but slower amplification isn't a real card, as I said. This is okay. This is okay. I can upgrade that. And into this fight. You're annoying. You're going to attack us for damage. Fortunately, it's not going to loop I decided not to loop whatever this time. So now we have enough space in hand. But we didn't have another copy effect ready. Just thought we did. Right, we probably have enough exhaustions at this point that we can afford to transform a couple. Could play that, but I don't think we would draw anything we could afford to play. Oh, just kidding. So close to getting this kill, but I don't actually get to kill any of them out. But that's fine. Although I am taking damage here. You set up Fortress again like an absolute jerk. The good news is, really, you're going to live through that. Screw you. My thought was, like, if we kill it, then it doesn't matter that it has whatever, but we didn't actually kill it. I just expected to. Now we just have to deal with the other thing. There we go. And we're just going to take clear focus here. Dang it! There was a solar amplification, but I was beelined on clear focus and I didn't notice until half a second too late. God damn it. Now it's my own fault. I think the multiform focus, like creating cards, has been a little awkward. God damn it. That was the only solar amplification we're going to see this run. And I missed it due to being distracted. So tilted. I'm so tilted by that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with getting this out to copy. Yeah. Actually, let's just go and do that. So I do want to be able to actually just spam out exhaustions here. Or spam out cannons here. Alright, well the nice thing here is we can get rid of those two things. The mana card is obviously the most valuable of the trash that's sitting around. We may as well get the tough. And then I think we're going to Lunar Whispers. Kind of wanted a way to discard cards at this point. Oh, we actually did use up too many exhaustions? Oh well. That won't force the shuffle on the spell scry, so there's no point in doing it. So we are enfeebled, which is annoying, but yeah, we do not have no space for that copy. That's okay. And then we can just Starfall to get it back. Bite. No. No. Again, I do not know why this demonic power is here. We're just gonna take it and cut it. I don't want it. This is better than that because we're just never tripping Blessed Helm. And the other ones, yeah, it's this one. We are cutting demonic power. We are upgrading. Could be the spell scry. Kind of am on board with just upgrading more mana. Because by and large, I would describe this as a deck where our only real limiting factor a lot of the time is mana. So. I don't hate duplicating some stuff here. There's the artillery. Fills our hand. Guess that's not really what I was looking to draw into, but that was knowable that that was what I was setting up. But that's what this is for. To pull me out of my messes. Donk, donk, donk. Solar amplification. We actually got one. All right, let's see if we can actually get this to line up. So solar amplification is utterly nuts. We do have to be able to actually draw it. It is near the bottom of our draw pile right now. We're probably going to end up forcing a shuffle, so it's not necessarily the most meaningful thing that is at the bottom of our draw pile. Just going to get this out, swap. I do absolutely want to start reflection here, though, I think. So then we're going to draw this and then force the shuffle. Okay. Don't really have the space in hand I want. But I really need these cannons out because they're how we're going to get through the hidden. Going to waste that. For value? Wasting things for value. Is it really wasting at that point? Answer, yes. Because I say so. I got through a hidden on one of them at least. Any more mana? Gets us enough mana. Got him. More mana. Honestly, there's no reason to deal with this jerk. We don't need an extra whatever reward enough to bother. 2 more fights to go. Top card deck is the Solar Amplification. Which you're obviously happy to see. We do have to actually get to a way to use it. Which, this is where whatever comes in handy. We do also need the ability to get enough exhaustions out, which is also possibly going to be tricky. Especially if we draw not the piece we were looking for. There we go. You'll get a copy of that, which will draw us some useful stuff. Get that out of the hand. Let's go ahead and Solar Amplify that. And then doing this just to get out of hand. Again, just kind of trying to make space for things. All right, there is now plenty of space for this. Although I really want to duplicate like so, I think. So that's going to be, yeah, 20 damage per exhaustion. So lots of damage. Not quite enough, but, you know, I'll take it. Just force the shuffle. Sure. That's the thing I want to loop. Although it's not going to matter. We're just going to have turbo lethal here. Turbo lethal. It's like regular lethal, but turbo. Hunt's pretty good. This is pretty good. That'll help us strip through the purity. And then I'm so torn on cutting that increasing vigilance. I think New Moon is probably the better cut. Which massively shreds our ability to get any mana boost going, which could be awkward. I don't think we need to rest. It'll be fine. I don't like the Charge Slash. Okay. I do like being able to do this, though. So now, right, we can actually Starlight here. Okay, we do actually want to draw those. I don't necessarily want to draw the next thing on the stack, though. Let's get that out of the drop, out of the hand. Let's... I guess it's not terrible to just get it gone. Okay. Let's get this just for the extra bonus damage. Ooh, okay. $306 isn't terrible. I managed to avoid actually taking any damage there, which is nice. I think we keep the expansion. Mostly just for the draw, if I'm being honest. Alright. The spell coming out is always annoying, but in this case it should be fine, I think. Alright, that's not really what I was hoping to double, because this will just double the number of cannons we get, which is not super useful. Guess that's how we get the mana boost for whatever. Yeah. You do need to die this turn, though. Goodbye. Yeah, we're taking some damage here. Okay, get those out of hand. Okay, we can do this now because we have the purity up. What's the third card there? Exhaustion. Guess we do that. I guess there is an advantage to playing this out here, which is that it would pull these exhaustions, but we wouldn't have space in hand. So then we're going to do this, play out those. Where is the amplification? It's a decent ways down, okay. So we can play that. The amplification is still nowhere near the top. Okay. Go into reflection and swap stance, and then hope that this is a good amount of damage. Nope, out of space in hand. Afraid of that. We do in fact have enough exhaustions. We can play that. It's decentish damage and then end turn. Yeah, we're still on track to win, but obviously this is not a clean win. Not even close. One advantage though is we shouldn't be worried too much about drawing exhaustions this turn, because the top of our deck we largely cleared of exhaustions because we drew whatever. I think we're absolutely going to be at Lunar Whispering a couple times this turn. Top cards of the deck, not good. Guess we can play that. And then, I guess we don't hate those. And I can go for Starlit Reflection again, swap into Sun Stance, and I think I am just copying an Exhaustion and the... Yeah, because we're going to be able to get the lethal here. So slightly awkward, but we did get there. And overall, I still like the deck, I think. And absolutely, like, this is me piloting it without a clear idea of exactly what Zhibo was trying to do with it. So that's also a pretty good sign. The other thing is, like, this was a run where it felt like we did get incredibly good items. Like, these trinkets were all insane. And this weapon is very good. This is basically the only item that is not great for us, and it's still not bad with the artillery. These items are good. And yeah, but I think the main thing here is just like, this was a deck where it's like, I felt like we were in a good position for the entire run, which is always a good place to be, where it's like, there was no point in this run where I thought we were in danger. And I'm very happy with that outcome. So that's going to be it for this video. I will see you next time. Until then, toodles.